Hey guys, I'm back. This is me, Justin271995, and now I'm going to be doing my PlayStation 2 collection. This is going to take a bunch of parts to do because I have a lot of PS2 games. Might take me 3 parts or 4. Anyway, let's get started. First, I'm going to show you Family Feud for the PS2. I know I showed you this in my video entitled Recent Pickups. This game, it can kind of rip you off, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as Matthew v 21688 said it was. But hey, we all have our own opinions. Yeah. Up next, we got Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. This is pretty good. It's not as good as the second Sly game or the first one. Sly 2 is, I think, the best of the series, though. Anyway, that's Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. And up next, we got Transformers, the game. This is based off that 2007 movie, which was really awesome. I used to have that movie, but I lost it not shortly after having it. But this game is really good. Okay. And up next, excuse me, Guitar Hero Aerosmith. This is pretty good if you like Guitar Hero and you like Aerosmith. This is okay, I guess. I'm sort of an Aerosmith fan. And up next I got PacMan Power Pack, which is like 3 games in one. Those 3 games are PacMan World 2, PacMan World 3, and PacMan World Rally. All those are really good. Yep, this is PacMan Power Pack. And here's the sides of the games in the back. Yeah. Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock. I do know Mr. Johnny V 1993 has this game. At least I still think he does. Because he showed this on his old, when he showed his PS2 collection, on his old channel, Johnny V 418. This is probably the best Guitar Hero game in the series, and anyway, that's Guitar Hero 3. Now I know Matthew v 21688 and Aubrey have this game. Well, I know Aubrey closed all of his channels, but this is Jeopardy. This is actually kind of tough for me because, well, I'm not a brainiac. I'm not that smart like Ken Jennings or Jerome Verret or Leszek Pavlovich or whatever. But I still kind of like this. And at the end, you hear the 1997 through 2001 theme, which is S. Ray Venus' favorite theme, and it is a really good theme in my opinion. And up next, we got Wheel of Fortune, featuring Vanna White. This is much like the second edition, except without any backstage interviews or whatever. Other than that, it's the same thing, just about. Excuse me. Anyway, that's Wheel of Fortune for PS2. And I also have Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Make the Grade. Or make the grade, I should say. This is based off the former Fox game show. I think it now runs on CMT. But the CMT version sucks. The Fox version was amazing. Anyway, that's Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader for PS2. Ultimate Board Game Collection. I can't get this to work on my PS2 for some reason. Probably because it needs the slim PS2, which is a bunch of bull. But anyway, I can't review this game. Sorry, but this is Ultimate Board Game Collection. And because I can't review it, I have nothing to say about it. Rock Band 2. I do also have this for the Wii, which is right there. And they're both about the same. Anyway, this is Rock Band 2. Crash Tag Team Racing. It's not as good as Crash Nitro Kart, but it's still pretty good. I mean, and of course it says Tag Team Racing, so you have someone helping you. Anyway, this is Crash Tag Team Racing for the PS2. I'm moving all those games up there. Trivial Pursuit. This is the latest version. I do know they also have another version now, because I used to have that, but I gave it away. This is tough, but it's okay if you like trivia, but I'm not really into it. Even though that's what Jeopardy is about, basically. Guitar Hero World Tour. Just to let you know, by the way, I used to have the first one, and I also used to have Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets. Excuse me. And I think another game, but I lost those. I do know Aubreyman 62187 before he closes the account. I know he showed this game. Here's the back. One of my favorite songs to play on here is "Beat It" by Michael Jackson, and it's also got "Crazy Train" on there, Mr. Crawley, and some other good songs. Shrek 2. Now this is kind of hideous for me to have Shrek 2. But this game's alright, I guess. Not as good as the movie Shrek 2, though. But it's still worth a shot, I guess. Anyway, that's Shrek 2 for the PlayStation 2. And up next is a game that I also have for the GameCube. Sonic Heroes. And there's Sonic Heroes for the GameCube. Next to Super Mario Sunshine. This is about the same as the GameCube version, but despite the fact that the load times are longer in this version, I still think this one is better for some reason. But I guess just because it's on the PlayStation 2. Anyway, that's Sonic Heroes. Ratchet and Clank. This is pretty good. I've almost beaten this. I've been up to the final boss, though, since I think 2007, and I still can't get through him, believe it or not. Anyway, this is Ratchet and Clank for the PS2. Guitar Hero 2, the sequel to the first Guitar Hero, which, like I said, I used to have. This is really good. The older Guitar Heroes are much better than the newer ones, I think. But that's just me. Anyway, this is Guitar Hero 2. Well, I'm sure most people have that for the PS2. Or at least they have to have at least one Guitar Hero game. Up next, this is Crash Twinsanity. Blah, if I could speak. Anyway, this game's okay, I guess. This game does have my favorite Uka Uka theme on here. Anyway, this is Crash Twinsanity. And I'm actually surprised I was able to solve this many games in just this one part. We still have more to go, so there's probably going to be only one more part. Up next is SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. This game really doesn't work anymore. Actually, it never did work that well. It would, at first when I got it, I could only make it up to about the Krusty Krab or something, and then it would quit. But yeah, if I get if I can get that to work though, or if I get another copy of it, I will do a review for it probably. Up next is SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. I'm going to assume this is the sequel to Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. This game's good. Anyway, that's SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Up next, I got Nicktoons Unite. I do know that YouTube user Scatman Nick has this game for the GameCube. He says it's not that good. I don't think it's that bad, personally, but I haven't played this in quite a while. I can't beat this game, believe it or not. But I have made it up to the 4th era, which is Jimmy Neutron. Of course, there's him right there. There's Timmy Turner, SpongeBob SquarePants, and my favorite of them all, Danny Phantom. Well, actually, I don't know if he's my favorite one right now, but anyway, that's Nicktoons Unite. Up next, Frogger the Great Quest. This used to be my cousin Michaela's brother's game, Benji, and he pretty much let me have this, and I've beaten it, but now the game doesn't really work, so yeah. Anyway, that's Frogger the Great Quest for PS2. Here comes my grandmother, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll lay this right here and we'll get the address on it later, okay?
Okay.
I don't have a padded mailer, so we'll just have to use this.
If you're wondering what she's talking about my Wii Sports copy for John 61-100.
I hope you've got a name and address besides John 61-100, because we can't mail it to that.
That's just his YouTube name, okay? My grandmother's a worrywart. Next is Tac 2, the Staff of Dreams. By the way, sorry about the fact that my grandmother came in. This is the best Tac game in the series, but I don't really play this game that much anymore. But surprisingly, I can't beat it. Anyway, this is Tac 2, the Staff of Dreams. It's not that bad though. Get in there, you little. I'm gonna show one more game and then we'll stop. This is Spyro: A Hero's Tale. Not the best in the series, but this was, believe it or not, the first Spyro game I've ever beaten. I think it was back in 2006, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, this is Spyro, A Hero's Tale. And we're going to stop for part 1 and see you guys for part 2.